Confidence is a funny thing. Everybody tells you you should have it, right? Despite the evidence to the contrary that you may not have confidence in the area that they're trying to compel you that you do. I have a personal experience about this, and I want to issue a word of warning regarding it, because it will save you some humiliation and make you more self-aware, I believe, at least. That's my opinion. You can say what you want, but I think this goes along with another video that I made one time about how you don't really need to believe in yourself. People keep talking about that over and over again. In some aspects it makes sense, but in others it's very delusional. And I want to urge you that there are things more to be more concerned with than just having confidence in yourself. Like, stop focusing on that. Stop thinking about it. Just get busy doing something. Be completely aware of what you're capable of. Work to the point that you're confident in yourself naturally. Don't rely upon other people to convince you that you've got it going on. Now, I'm not naturally this way. Okay, I'm not. But someone convinced me one time to take a step in a direction that I didn't think I was ready for, but they believed in me so much. It felt pretty good. It actually felt really good, and I'm not gonna lie, man. But I at the same time, I was really apprehensive. I'm like, no, I don't know. Here's what it was. I used to play piano a lot years ago. I wanted to be a professional ragtime pianist. I wanted to play at Disney or Busch Gardens or any place that would have me, really, a cruise line, whatever. That's the life I wanted. And I practiced 6 hours a day. And I've been playing since I was 5. But I was never really happy with my level of proficiency ever. I seemed to have peaked. I didn't have any further training at all. And I had to teach myself a lot of things, and I think that's where I hit a wall. But nevertheless, I enjoyed doing it. I thought I'll get there someday. And I may have, I don't know. At this point, I don't think it was really ever for me, and I'm all right with that. But I was working in a piano store trying to sell pianos, never sold one. By the way, who buys pianos anymore, right? And the other guy was there. He was really good with organs. He was like, Greg, you're really good at the piano. You need to go try out for Disney. I said, no, man, I'm not going to give you his name. You wouldn't know who he was anyway. I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to go to Disney. Yes, you are, Greg. You have to believe in yourself. I know, you don't understand. So he kept talking to me. It made me feel good, but I thought, what do I know? Maybe most musicians feel this way, right? Maybe most of them do. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I'll give it a try. The worst that could happen is that I would get rejected, correct? And rejection is not completely unhealthy. Yeah, it hits our ego a little bit, but at least you know where you stand. And you know that most people probably get rejected before they succeed anyway. Well, I went to Disney. I auditioned, and I petered out, man. Like, I started playing, and I was playing too fast. I was trying to be too impressive because I didn't really believe I had what it took. I knew I didn't. And it's not a matter of I did have what it takes, I didn't believe in myself. No, I really didn't have the level of proficiency that it takes to do that. If you've ever seen the guys play at Disney World, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Those guys are so good. I mean, they're just way beyond what I was ever capable of. And so I need to turn around. There's not a sidewalk over there. I'll go down this road. So I got in there, and the guy was very kind to me. The guy holding the auditions, very kind to me, and he let me down easy. He said, I'll tell you what, just relax, slow down. I think you're holding back. And I thought to myself, there is no coming back from this. I know what I'm capable and not capable of. And I tried, and I just couldn't get it. And they turned me, and you know what happened? He said, can you take anything Disney? Can you take any kind of Disney theme song or music and turn it into ragtime? I'd never thought about that. The guy who was trying to convince me to go audition never told me that. And this is a guy who's very proficient in music. He's very, very proficient. And he can do anything on a keyboard. And yet he didn't tell me that. Didn't tell me that at all. I was kind of taken aback. Well, anyway, I was humiliated, and not in a bad way. It wasn't a bad experience. It was good for me. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I have it because behind me, because now I know what it's like. I know what they want. But at the same time, here's the thing. I knew I did not have that level of proficiency, and I allowed other people to have I don't know what they call that, some kind of stand-in confidence for me. I allowed myself just long enough to be convinced of it, and there was nothing real to it. And this would really go for a lot of things. A lot of people could tell you you're happier than what you are, or that you're stronger than what you are, you're better looking than what you are. And you don't have to be down on yourself. It doesn't have to be like that. It could just be, just know who you are. It doesn't mean that you're negative. Just know where you are, and you can improve on your standing. You can improve on things, but it doesn't make anything one way or the other. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make sense of that for you, but it just doesn't. It's not a reflection of reality if you're relying on the good words spoken by other people. People will speak smoothly. They'll say nice things. They think it's the right thing to do. They don't want to tell you the truth. But this guy, he was really convinced I was good enough. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty good at the piano. I'm very proficient. But you have to understand, there's a big difference between me and these rock star performers. I use that term loosely, but there's a huge difference. And you see stories about this all the time where kids are convinced that they're going to be the next NBA basketball, all-star basketball player, the next all-star quarterback. People going to American Idol or The Voice, and Mama told me that I sound beautiful. I have the voice of an angel. And you're not helping people when you don't tell them the truth. Now, Mama might think that your voice really is beautiful. I'm not saying she's not convinced of it, but it can be misleading. Rely upon your own critique. You can hear what other people say, and it's easy to listen to other people when they're telling you what you want to hear, but be careful. Just look at the people who are actually quite good at what they do. Compare yourself to them in regards to pursuing your ambitions, rather than just on the good words of others, because they can be harmful. They're just empty. They're like clouds without rain. Yes, they are. Clouds without rain. And you'll be standing there hoping for a nice cool shower, and you're not going to get it. You're going to be standing in the heat, and you're going to say to yourself, I knew it. And you can't say that those people betrayed you. You have to be responsible for what you accept. It's not easy. It takes a while. It takes a while to get there, but it's the truth. And a lot of you listening to this may feel like you're way beyond that point, that you're not prone to this, you're not susceptible to this, but you might have been at some point or another. But there might be somebody in your life, maybe a younger person, or maybe you right now are experiencing it. And I just want to say, be careful. Be careful. People mean well. And I don't mean this to sound like an anti-inspirational video. It's not. It's an awareness. It's a be mindful kind of a video. I think about this experience from time to time. And, initially it's easy to look back and go, you just didn't believe in yourself. It's like those people in religious like cults and stuff like this that will tell you that the reason your cancer didn't go away, or the reason you still have a blood clot, or the reason you're still blind in one eye is because you didn't believe enough. It's just fallacious. It is. Like I said, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be realistic and help you guys understand that just keep it real. What else is there to say about it, right? Some people mean well, but I think really in a lot of cases where it seems like they mean well, they're just trying to make themselves feel better. I said something nice today. I said something that they wanted to hear, and they feel good right now. Yeah, I don't think that's really too beneficent. It's a good word. Look it up. All right, guys, I will let you go. There are lawnmowers everywhere today. I have been struggling to find a place where leaf blowers and lawnmowers, you know this story, right? I've told you before. This happens a lot. And so, yeah. All right. Thanks for listening to me. Catch you guys on the next one. In the meantime, be wise.